Hi everyone. Hello Brahman girl. Hi Yogesh. How are you all? Hi Kashish. How are you? So hi everyone. This is your accounts master teacher MLA Sheetal Chaudhary. M for multi-talented, L for lion-hearted, and A for ambitious. And I welcome all of you to our channel वेदांतु कॉमर्स। तो आप सबका स्वागत है हमारे चैनल पे। एंड हाँ, अगर आप हमारे चैनल पे नए हैं, इफ यू गाइस आर न्यू टू आवर चैनल और इफ यू हैव नॉट सब्सक्राइब टू आवर चैनल येट, then please take a moment to hit that red icon। जल्दी से चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें ताकि you can watch more such live classes with us। Also, do like this video and do share it with your friends। So come on, do hit the like button। जल्दी से like button को press करो और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा share करो। Hi Amrita, how are you? प्यारे बच्चे। So, if you guys want updates about our upcoming notes, about our upcoming sessions, then you can also join us on our Telegram group। आप हमारा टेलीग्राम ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं जहां पर आपको सारे के सारे अपडेट्स टाइम पर मिलेंगे। एंड द लिंक ऑफ टेलीग्राम ग्रुप इज ऑल्सो प्रोवाइडेड इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स। So do check out the description box for our Telegram group and join it as soon as possible। Finally, today completed your class 11th and entered class 12. That's superb, Amrita. So congratulations to you. Okay. Now, as you all know, this is class 12 accountancy session. And in this session, we are going to continue our chapter, Dissolution of Partnership. In the last class, we have done the realization account and it was a long time before. But I hope that you guys remember it. So we will have the recap of the previous session also. And we will revise the new topic. We'll learn a new topic. So the topic for today's session is journal entries. What will be the journal entries at the time of dissolution? And this is a very important session because if you guys have seen the sample paper for 2022, then there were journal entries were asked in the sample paper। तो जो sample paper में आया है वो तो बहुत important है, तो आज हम वही करने वाले हैं। But before that, we'll first discuss your homework। So this was the homework that we gave you in the last class। So let's see how many of you have answered this in the chat box। किस किसने इसका आंसर दिया था? 40 out of 40 पक्का in all the subjects, term 2। Well done Amrita, congratulations and thank you to you too for watching our classes। So आपका जो homework में question था बच्चों, वो question था कि at the time of dissolution of partnership, where will you transfer the provision for doubtful debt? The provision for doubtful debt will be transferred to realization account, to partners capital account, to sundry debtors account, or none of the above। And here we can see the name of a brilliant, super amazing students। So yes, the answer was A, realization। And congratulations Arumugam, you have answered it correct। Provision for doubtful debt is transferred to the credit side of realization। Well done Arumugam। Then congratulations Rupa, you have also answered it correct। Well done Vanshika, well done Dolphy, well done everyone। So congratulating each and every student and keep it up guys। तो ऐसे ही आंसर्स देते रहे चैट बॉक्स में एंड अपने नाम क्लासेस में लाते रहे। तो चलिए आज हम क्या करने वाले हैं, जर्नल एंट्री। सो आई रिक्वेस्ट यू ऑल टू बी वेरी अटेंटिव थ्रू आउट द सेशन because you believe it or not, this is 100% important. मतलब रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट के चांसेस होते हैं कि वो पेपर में आएगा, बट देर आर ओनली अबाउट 20 to 30% चांसेस, बट देर आर 100% चांसेस कि जर्नल एंट्री आएंगी ही आएंगी इस चैप्टर से. For the last 4-5 years, journal entries are coming only from this chapter. So आज हम journal entries को अच्छे से करेंगे, हर एक journal entry को ध्यान से देखेंगे ताकि आपके full marks आए इस chapter में. So please tell me that are you all ready for this session? Yes or no? क्या आप लोग इस क्लास के लिए तैयार हैं? हाँ या ना? Come on, please tell me. Okay, yes, Kashish is ready. What about others? बाकी के बच्चे भी हाँ या ना बता दे यार. Okay, so I hope that you guys are ready. So let's start it with the journal entries. Now, the first thing is the format of journal entries. So this format we have already done in class 11th. ये तो हमने बहुत बार किया है. The format for journal entries is date. आप यहाँ पर date लिखोगे, then particulars, then debit amount and then credit amount. And बहुत सारे बच्चे क्या गलती करते हैं? They don't write narration. So please make sure that you are also writing down the narration. Otherwise, the examiner will cut your marks for sure. हर narration का half marks cut होगा ही होगा. तो कितना टाइम लगता है narration को लिखने में? Hardly 15 seconds. So please do write narration. Otherwise, आपके marks कट जाएंगे. अब चलते हैं journal entry पे. So I will be invisible for some time because I want to utilize the full screen. So please bear with me, guys. Okay, so first we will see how the balance sheet looks like. Balance sheet कैसे दिखती है सबको पता है. Assets on the right hand side, liabilities on the left hand side. Let me make a balance sheet for all of you. एक बैलेंस शीट बनाते हैं प्यारी सी सुंदर सी. बैलेंस शीट एज एट वट एवर डेट इट इज. बैलेंस शीट में क्या क्या आता है? लेफ्ट हैंड साइड लाइबिलिटीज, देन अमाउंट, देन एसेट्स एंड देन अमाउंट. This is how a balance sheet looks like. On the asset side, there will be lot of assets like cash, stock, debtors, land and building, plant, furniture. ये सारे assets आएंगे. हो सकता है किसी partner का capital का debit balance भी हो. The partners may have debit balances in their capital account. Then on the liability side, we will have general reserve. We'll have creditors, bill payable, and we will have P&L, credit balance, or then final we'll have capitals of the partners. Capitals of A, B, C. Hi Komal, I am fine. What about you, beta? So this is how a balance sheet looks like. Now why I have made this balance sheet? Because I want to explain you the journal entries in the proper sequence in the process. So now I would like to be disappear. So सबसे पहले क्या होता है? In realization account, I have told you, when I was explaining you the realization account in the last class, I have explained you it in these steps. I told you this is the first step, second step, third step. So similarly, I will be explaining you the journal entries as well. तो चलिए पहले बात करते हैं पहली journal entry की. What we have to do first of all, सबसे पहले क्या करना है? You have to transfer all the assets except cash, except partner's capital to the realization account. The first and the foremost thing is transfer assets to realization account. हम सारे के सारे assets को कहाँ transfer कर देंगे? realization account में. And those who have not watched the previous class, जिन्होंने second class नहीं देखी, please do watch it guys. So assets का कौन सा balance होता है? Come on, tell me, assets will have a debit balance or a credit balance. कौन सा balance होता है assets का बच्चों? Come on, I am waiting for your answers. And well done, Kashish. Komal, what's your answer? Well done, Milan. So yes, assets, they have a debit balance. Now, as you are transferring the assets, it means you are closing assets. You are transferring assets means you are closing assets, and it means you have to do the opposite. So now we will do the opposite. We will credit assets account so that we can close their account. तो अब आप क्या करोगे? Assets को credit कर दोगे and you will debit realization. So this is the journal entry when the assets are transferred to realization account. Then coming on to the second step. What is the second step? The second step is to transfer the liabilities. Transfer the liabilities, but you will not transfer. You will not transfer general reserve or any accumulated profits. You will also not transfer capital. आप सिर्फ और सिर्फ outside liabilities को transfer करोगे. You will only transfer outside liability. So transfer outside liabilities to realization account. This I have told you in the previous class as well, that we will not transfer reserves and accumulated profits. अब liabilities का कौन सा balance होता है? Credit balance. We all know this. Liabilities have credit balance. Now, as we are closing the liabilities, you will do the opposite. You will debit liabilities. They have credit balance, so now we are doing the opposite. We are debiting their account and we will credit realization account. So these are the first two journal entries. We'll transfer assets to realization and we will transfer liabilities to realization. So tell me, is it clear to everyone? And you will write down the individual names. Realization debit to stock, realization debit to debtors, realization debit to land and building. Same with liabilities. We will write down individual liabilities. Creditors debit, bills payable debit to realization. So these are the first two journal entries. इसके बाद आता है. This was just a trailer, guys. This is just a trailer. Now it's time for the main picture. अब आती है main movie की बारी. Once you have transferred all the assets and all the liabilities to realization account, it's time to sell the assets. Or you can say that it's time for realization of assets. जब हम assets को बेचते हैं तो उसको क्या कहते हैं? Realization of asset. Now why this is main picture? Because there are different cases. When we are talking about realization of assets, there are three different cases. assets are sold for cash. This is the first case. आपने assets बेच दिए for cash. Second, assets are taken over by partners. Assets कौन ले गया? Assets partner ले गए. And the third and the most important, जो पेपर में आता ही आता है, important, assets are taken over by creditors. आपने किसी को पैसे देने थे, वो आपका एसेट उठा के ले गया. So these are the three classification of realization of asset. Assets are sold for cash, assets are taken over by partner, assets are taken over by creditors. अब सबसे पहला केस क्या है? Assets are sold for cash. आपने assets को बेचा और आपको क्या मिल रहा है? पैसा मिल रहा है. So cash account debit. Cash account debit. And it is your income. आपका asset बिका, you are selling your asset, it is your income. So you will credit realization account. So this is the journal entry when the assets are sold for cash. Is it clear, guys? Please बताओ, समझ आया, हाँ या ना? Well done, Kashish. Come on, guys, I'm waiting for your answers. Clear? Okay. Now coming on to the next case, which is assets are taken over by partner. आपका asset लेके जाएगा partner. Now, even if it is taken by partner, it is your income because partner आपको पैसे देगा, partner will pay for that asset, so it is your income, and hence we are crediting realization account to realization account. And partner is now your debtor. आपको उससे पैसे लेने हैं. Amount is receivable because he is not paying right now. He will pay amount in future. वो आपको बाद में पैसे देगा. So he is your debtor and debtor is debited. So partner's capital account debit to realization. So this is the journal entry when assets are taken over by the partners. And then we have the last case, which is the main case. Assets are taken over by the creditors. So what will happen when the assets are taken over by the creditors? Answer is no entry will be passed. अब बच्चे क्या करते हैं? अपने आप एंट्री बना के पास कराते हैं. They will pass XYZ entry, but the reality is no entry will be passed in this case. So this was our third step, selling the assets or realization of asset, which is further divided into 3 different cases. If you want to take the screenshot of this, then please do that as soon as possible. Thank you, Mamta, and congratulations to you, Mamta. Well done, 20 out of 20. Okay, so now let me show you the journal entries. तो चलिए अब journal entries आपको दिखा भी देते हैं. And here we have the first entry, that is transferring the assets to realization. Realization account debit to assets. Then we have the next entry, transferring the liabilities to realization. So entry will be liabilities debit to realization. Liabilities account debit to realization. Then coming on to the third entry, when assets are sold for cash. So cash account debit to realization. This is your third entry. Coming on to the fourth entry. The fourth entry is when asset is taken over by the partner. So entry will be partner capital account debit to realization. Just a second. Yes. Here you can see. Yeah. Partner's capital account debit to realization. Partner is our debtor, hence he is a debited, and it is our income, hence realization is credited. So जब partner asset लेके जाएगा तो ये entry होगी. Then the fifth is when the asset is taken over by creditor. So there will be no entry in this case. So we have done the entries till here. Now coming on to the next case. Once you have sold the assets, when the assets are realized, it's time to pay outside liabilities. हमें क्या करना है? We have to make payment of liability. We have to make payment of liabilities. Now, payment is made in cash. This is the first case. Payment is made in cash. And the second case is payment is made by partner. आपके पार्टनर ने आपकी लाइबिलिटी पे कर दी. So these are the two cases. Either you will pay your liability in cash or your partner may also pay it on your behalf. So when you pay the liability, it is your expense. We all agree that it is expense, and at the time of expenses, realization will be debited. Expenses and losses are debited, hence realization will be debited in both the cases. चाहे आप पे करो चाहे पार्टनर पे करे, वो खर्चा आपका है. Whether you are paying it or your partner is paying it, it is your expense. So you will debit realization in both the cases. If you are making the payment, then you will credit cash. तो अगर आपने पे किया है तो journal entry होगी realization account debit to cash. But if your partner has paid it on your behalf, then your partner will become your creditor. अगर आपके पार्टनर ने आपकी लाइबिलिटी पे कर दी, then you have to pay back that amount to your partner ना. आपको वो पैसा पार्टनर को वापस करना पड़ेगा. So now your partner is your creditor because you have to pay that amount to him in future. And hence it is credited. Your liability, your creditor is credited. So these are the two journal entries for payment of liability. Is it clear? Come on, tell me, is it clear, guys? Yes, Komal. Yes, Sivadanush. Okay. So here you can see when expenses are paid by firm, or you can say when liabilities are paid by firm. The entry is realization debit to cash or bank. It is your expense, so expenses and losses are debited, hence realization is debited. and you are paying it, so cash or bank will be credited. Now I am going to explain you the most important topic, and I will try my best to make it as easy as possible. तो जो अब मैं समझाने वाली हूँ, it is based the entire journal entry, all journal entries are based on this. So please pay attention now. We are talking about realization expenses. The heading is realization expenses. Now there are two terms. You have to understand these two terms. First is borne by and another is paid by. Borne by and paid by. Borne by का मतलब होता है who will bear these expenses. ये किसका खर्चा है. Borne by का मतलब होता है borne by firm means ये firm का खर्चा है. Borne by partner means ये partner का खर्चा है. Borne by means it belongs to, and paid by means किसने pay करा. So these are two very important terms to understand any transaction. Now it can be borne by firm or it can be borne by partner. इसका मतलब है the expense either belongs to the firm or it belongs to the partner. हो सकता है वो फर्म का खर्चा हो या वो पार्टनर का खर्चा हो, एंड हो सकता है वो किसका खर्चा, वो पे किसने किया हो, या तो वो फर्म ने पे किया हो या वो पार्टनर ने पे किया हो. So borne by and paid by, you have to understand this first. Now rubbing this again. So borne by is divided into two cases. It has to be borne by firm. किसका खर्चा है, फर्म का खर्चा है, और या तो पार्टनर का खर्चा है. Now if it is to be borne by firm, it means it belongs to firm. ये खर्चा किसका था, फर्म का खर्चा था. Now whenever it belongs to firm, you will debit realization. Whenever the expense is to be borne by firm, जब भी खर्चा फर्म का है, आप किसको डेबिट करोगे, रियलाइजेशन को डेबिट करोगे. अगर it is paid by firm, if the expense of firm is paid by firm, ये खर्चा किसका था, फर्म का था, और पे भी किसने किया, फर्म ने किया. So the journal entry will be realization account debit to cash. It was expense of firm, that's why we have debited realization, and it is paid also by firm, that's why we have credited cash. So this is the entry when firm's expense is paid by firm itself. But it may happen, ऐसा भी हो सकता है, that expense of firm, खर्चा किसका था, फर्म का था, but it was paid by partner. खर्चा किसका है, फर्म का है, इसीलिए हमने डेबिट कर दिया रियलाइजेशन को, but it was paid by partner. So now we have to pay to partner. Partner is our creditor, so you will credit creditor to partner's capital account. So these are the first two journal entries if the expense is to be borne by firm. अगर फर्म का खर्चा है तो ये दो जर्नल एंट्री होगी, या तो फर्म खुद पे करेगी या पार्टनर पे करेगा. अब चलते हैं अगले केस पे. Now the next case is it is to be borne by partner. खर्चा किसका है? पार्टनर का है. The expense belongs to partner. Now what will happen? So if the expense of partner is paid by partner himself, पार्टनर का खर्चा पार्टनर खुद पे कर रहा है, तो क्या जर्नल एंट्री होगी? नो एंट्री विल बी पास्ड. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस. I am the company. I am Vedantu, suppose. Now there are so many partners or employees in my company and they have their own thousands of personal expenses. उनके हजारों खर्चे हैं. तो why will I record their expenses if they are paying it themselves? अगर मेरे एम्प्लॉइज अपना खर्चा अपने आप पे कर रहे हैं तो मुझे तो कोई लेना देना नहीं है ना उससे. So that's why if the expense of partner is paid by the partner himself, there will be no entry in the books. हमें कोई लेना देना नहीं है उससे. And the last case is if the expense of partner, the expense is to be borne by partner, but it is paid by firm. It is paid by firm. खर्चा किसका था बच्चों? पार्टनर का था. The expense is to be borne by the partner. It belongs to the partner, but it is paid by firm. तो अगर आप किसी का खर्चा पे कर दोगे, सपोज आई हैव पेड योर एक्सपेंस, मैंने आपका खर्चा पे कर दिया, तो मैं क्या करूंगी? आपसे पैसे वापस लूंगी. आई विल रिसीव इट फ्रॉम यू. सो यू आर माई डेटर. इफ आई हैव पेड पार्टनर्स एक्सपेंस, देन ही इज माई डेटर. आई विल रिसीव दैट अमाउंट फ्रॉम हिम. सो डेटर विल बी डेबिटेड, partners capital account debit, and I have paid the money, so my cash is decreasing, so to cash or bank. So this is the journal entry if firm has paid partner's expense. Partner will be debited because he is your debtor now, and cash in bank will be credited because you have paid the amount. Your balance of cash is decreasing. So these are all the possible cases for payment of expenses. And you have to pay attention on the points that are written below. These are very important. You have to first read this and then you have to read the journal entries. So I request you all to please look at all these journal entries again. And if you have any doubts in these journal entries, please ask it. अगर कोई भी डाउट है इन 4 जर्नल एंट्री में तो प्लीज पूछ लो. बिकॉज अगर ये समझ आ गया ना आपको, तो आपको चैप्टर समझ आ गया. Clear, guys? Okay. Now coming on to the last entry. The last entry is if any salary or any remuneration is paid to the partner. अगर आप कोई भी सैलरी या रेम्यूनरेशन दे रहे हो पार्टनर को, तो उसकी क्या जर्नल एंट्री होगी? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इट इज योर एक्सपेंस. All expenses and losses are debited to realization account. So realization will be debited. And as it is paid to partner, partner capital will increase. An increase in capital is credited. So partner's capital account. So if we are paying any salary to partner, this will be the journal entry. Realization account debit to partner's capital account. So let's see the journal entries quickly now. This is the first entry when our expenses, when firm's expenses are paid by the partner. तो फर्म का खर्चा है, रियलाइजेशन डेबिट होगा, और पार्टनर ने पे कर दिया, सो पार्टनर इज नाउ योर क्रेडिटर. यू विल क्रेडिट पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट. रियलाइजेशन डेबिट टू पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट. नेक्स्ट, when remuneration is paid to the partner, आप किसी पार्टनर को सैलरी पे कर रहे हो, it is your expense, realization debit, partner's capital will increase, so you will credit partner's capital account. Realization account debit to partner's capital account. Then, if any loan is given to the partner, or if any loan is taken from the partner, then a separate account will be made for that. अगर आपने किसी पार्टनर से लोन लिया है या किसी पार्टनर को लोन दिया है, then you will not make the treatment for that in realization. You will make a separate loan account for that. So if a partner has given loan to the firm, his loan will be paid off आफ्टर ऑल दी आउटसाइड लाइबिलिटी. पहले आप बाहर वालों का पैसा दोगे, उसके बाद आप अपने पार्टनर की सेटलमेंट करोगे. एंड एज आई टोल्ड यू, पार्टनर लोन इज नॉट ट्रांसफर्ड टू द रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट. हिज लोन अकाउंट इज प्रिपेयर्ड सेपरेटली. वी विल मेक अ सेपरेट लोन अकाउंट एंड देन विल पे हिज ड्यूज. So, अगर आप अपने पार्टनर का लोन पे करोगे, what will be the journal entry? You are paying the liability. Your liability is decreasing. Decrease in liability is debited. आप अपना लोन क्लियर कर रहे हो, आपकी लाइबिलिटी कम हो रही है. Decrease in liability debit, partner loan account debit. And you are paying money, so your cash will decrease. So to cash or bank. So this is the journal entry when we pay money to partners against his loan. And here we have it. Partner's loan account debit to cash or bank. And अगर आपने पार्टनर से लोन, पार्टनर को लोन दे रखा था, if you have given loan to the partner, if you have given loan to partner, then it was your asset. तो वो आपका asset था. Now you are receiving that amount. Your partner is making repayment of that loan. पहले आपने पार्टनर को लोन दिया था, अब वो पैसा उसने वापस कर दिया. So you will receive money. आपके पास पैसा आएगा, cash और bank account debit. And your asset will decrease. आपका asset कम हो जाएगा. So decrease in asset is credited to partner's loan account. So when partner has taken loan and repaid it, this will be the journal entry. Cash or bank account debit to partner's loan account. क्लास 11 कल होगी सुहानी. It will be tomorrow, beta. So are these two journal entries clear to you guys? ये दो journal entry समझ में आई, हाँ या ना? Okay, so after this, after making payment to the partner's loan, we have to close the realization account. आपको realization account close करना पड़ेगा. And suppose this is your realization account. Now, when we are closing the realization account, there will be some balancing figure. कुछ तो balancing figure आएगी. If the credit side is more than the debit side, अगर credit side ज़्यादा है, then it will be profit of realization. But in case the debit side is more than the credit side, then it will be loss of realization. So when we are closing the realization account, either it will be profit or it will be loss. And the journal entry will be same as we have passed in class 11 for profit and loss. When the profits are given to the partner, their capitals increases. जब हम partners को profit देते हैं तो उनकी capital बढ़ जाती है. So increase in capital is credited to partners capital account and realization will be debited. So this is the entry for profits. Realization account debit to partners capital account. And when losses are distributed between partners, their capital decreases. उनकी capital कम हो जाती है and decrease in capital is debited. So partners capital account debit to realization. So this is the entry for losses. So we will close the realization account and whatever is the profit or loss, it will be distributed in the old ratio. So tell me, is it clear? The entry for profit or loss? Tell me, guys. Okay, so let me show the journal entries to you now. And here we have it. So this is the entry for profit realization debit to partners capital account. And this is the entry for loss, partners capital account debit to realization account. So these were all the journal entries for today. अब सारी journal entries हो गई हैं, but I request you all to revise these journal entries. And after closing the realization account, we will make partners capital account. हम लोग partners capital account बनाएंगे as we have made in the previous chapters, admission, retirement and change in profit sharing ratio. और जो भी आपका balance carried down आएगा, whatever is the closing balance, you will pay that amount to the partners. यहाँ पर we need not carry down their capital because the business is getting closed. So whatever is the closing balance in the capital account, that needs to be paid to the partner. हमें वो सब pay करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि business बंद हो रहा है, आप उसको बाद में pay नहीं कर सकते. So whatever is the closing balance that will be paid and the journal entry will be partner capital account debit to cash or bank. All the partners capital account will be debited and you will credit cash or bank. So here we have the journal entry when the partners capital account are settled. So this was the last entry. Now we will do some questions so that we can see that how much we guys have understood in this entire session. So अब क्वेश्चन करेंगे ताकि हमें समझ आ जाए कितना समझ आया है हमें या फिर सर के ऊपर से गया है सब कुछ. So are you guys ready to solve questions with me? तैयार है क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने के लिए, हाँ या ना? और इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है चैट बॉक्स में, बार बार पूछना पड़ रहा है बच्चों, बताओ बताओ, इतने साइलेंट क्यों हो आप लोग आज? यस मिलन रेडी? Kashish ready? Okay, so let's jump on to a next topic. But before that, if you guys are tensed for your class 12 syllabus completion, because जिस तरीके से सन्नाटा हो रखे ना चैट बॉक्स में, सच्ची में लग रहा है कि आप लोग बहुत टेंशन में हो। तो अगर आपको सच्ची में टेंशन हो रही है कि अरे क्लास 12 का सिलेबस कैसे होगा, अच्छे मार्क्स कैसे आएंगे, then we are here to solve all your doubt, guys. Don't worry, because we have launched special accountancy crash course for you. Now we are offering only accountancy to you, because पहले बच्चों को लगता था सारे सब्जेक्ट्स मिल रहे हैं, लेकिन हमें तो जरूरत ही नहीं सबकी. So now we are offering only accountancy for class 11th and 12th, both the classes, and you won't believe the prices, guys. The price is only 1350 rupees. You have to pay only 1350 for this special accountancy crash course, where I will be teaching you the entire syllabus of term 2, जहाँ पर मैं आपको पूरा syllabus कराऊंगी term 2, starting from the first chapter retirement till the last chapter cash flow common size statement. So what you guys are waiting for? किसका इंतजार कर रहे हो? Your exams are in April. We have only your exams will be in the end of April. So we have 2 months. And in those 2 months, I can make you a pro, guys. There is only 2 classes in pro account class. Who said that there are 2 classes? 11th and 12th are there, na? So, if you want to grab flat 10% discount on these courses, then you can use our code SCPRO. So, go ahead and use our code to avail this flat 10% discount on the special accountancy course. So, jaldi se jao and grab it, guys. And I will be waiting for all of you in these crash courses. Okay. But we are giving you 1.5 hours, so that is enough. Now, let's come to our question. So, let's have a look at a question that what are they asking? So, यहाँ पर है question and I want you all to answer this, because I have explained you now. So, now I want to see that how much you guys have understood. So the first transaction that is given is realization expenses of 10,000. If nothing is mentioned, it means it belongs to the firm. ये खर्चा किसका है? Firm का है. So realization expenses of 10,000 were paid by Ajay, were paid by the partner. Firm's expenses are paid by partner. बताओ क्या journal entry होगी? Come on, I am waiting, guys. इतना टाइम नहीं लगना चाहिए. Okay, so let me tell you. As it is firm's expense, क्योंकि ये firm का खर्चा है, तो आंख बंद करके realization account को debit कर देना. It is the expense of firm. And it is paid by partner, so now you have to pay him. आपको वो पैसा उसको वापस करना पड़ेगा. He is your creditor now, so you will credit partner's capital account. So this is the journal entry, realization debit 10,000 to Ajay's capital account. Well done, Kashish. Well done, Milan. Congratulations, both of you. Coming on to the next. Realization expenses of 15,000 were to be met by Rahul, a partner. ये खर्चा किसका है? पार्टनर का है. This expense belongs to partner, but it were paid by the firm. किसका खर्चा है? पार्टनर का खर्चा है, और पे किसने किया? फर्म ने किया. सो मैंने आपको बताया था, अगर पार्टनर का खर्चा आप पे कर रहे हो तो आप पार्टनर से वापस लोगे बाद में. पार्टनर इज नाउ योर डेटर. Your amount is due on him because you have paid his expense. So debtor will be debited, partner will be debited. Partner's capital account debit, Rahul capital account debit. And as it is paid by firm, you will credit cash or bank. So this is the answer. Rahul capital account debit to cash or bank. Rahul capital account debit to cash or bank. पार्टनर से पैसे लेने हैं इसलिए वो डेबिट हो गया, और आपने पे कर दिया इसलिए कैश और बैंक क्रेडिट हो गया. Coming to the next. Sorry, the fictitious guy. I am teaching accountancy at our channel, so I don't have any idea about your business studies syllabus. Ramesh, a partner, was paid remuneration of 25,000. अब आपने remuneration pay करी है रमेश को. So if you are paying remuneration, what will be the journal entry? As it is your expense, you will debit realization account. As it is your expense, you will debit realization account, and his capital will increase. Increase in capital account is credited. So this is the entry for remuneration. Realization account debit to Ramesh capital account 25,000 and 25,000. Well done, Kashish. Now coming on to the most important, and I believe कि ये पेपर में आ सकती है. These type of transactions may come in your exam, so please pay attention. Anuj, a partner, was paid remuneration of 20,000. We are paying salary to Anuj. The entry will be realization account debit to Anuj capital account. This is the entry for remuneration. Now, he was to meet all the expenses. जितने भी खर्चे होंगे वो कौन पे करेगा? अनुज पे करेगा. He will meet all the expenses. But firm paid an expense of 5,000. तो फर्म ने 5,000 का खर्चा पे किया, but this belongs to अनुज. So firm ने अनुज का खर्चा पे कर दिया. Firm paid an expense of 5,000 that belonged to Anuj. So अब ये 5,000 रुपए आप अनुज से वापस लोगे. You will take it back from Anuj. So Anuj capital account will be debited. Because he is now your debtor, you have paid his expense. So you will take it back. Anuj capital account debit. And as you have paid it, the firm has paid it, the balance of cash has decreased. So to cash. Not realization, Kashish. You will not debit realization because he was to meet all the expenses. This is not the expense of firm. This is the expense of Anuj. That's why I said it is important. ये फर्म का खर्चा नहीं था, ये अनुज का खर्चा था. So Komal and Kashish, we will not debit realization in the second entry. We will debit Anuj capital account. So let's have a look at these journal entries, and here you can see the solution. First, we have our expenses were paid by the partner Ajay. So realization to Ajay. Then second, Rahul expenses were paid by firm. So हमने राहुल का खर्चा पे कर दिया था. It belonged to Rahul, but we paid it. So Rahul is our debtor. We have debited him, and we paid it. So we have credited cash. Then we have paid salary to realization. We have paid salary to Ramesh, sorry. Okay, we'll explain the last one to you, Komal. कोमल लास्ट में क्या बोला है केस में, अनुज को हमने रेम्यूनरेशन पे करी, रेम्यूनरेशन की एंट्री पास कर दी, रियलाइजेशन डेबिट टू अनुज. नाउ कोमल यहाँ पे क्लियरली बोला है he has to meet all the expenses. सारे खर्चे कौन पे करेगा कोमल? he will pay it. अनुज will pay it. अनुज सारे खर्चे पे करेगा. तो खर्चे किसको बिलोंग करते हैं? इट हैज टू बी बोर्न बाय अनुज. लेकिन पे किसने किया? फर्म ने किया. सो एक्सपेंसेस ऑफ पार्टनर आर पेड बाय फर्म. तो हमने पे कर दिया, हमारा कैश का बैलेंस कम हो गया, और हम किससे लेंगे? पार्टनर से लेंगे इसे. तो पार्टनर को डेबिट ही तो करेंगे. हमारा खर्चा थोड़ी था, पार्टनर का खर्चा था. तो पार्टनर से लोगे, पार्टनर को डेबिट कर दोगे, और आपने पे कर दिया तो कैश को क्रेडिट कर दोगे. इज इट क्लियर नाउ? कोमल समझ आया? Okay. So here we have also provided you the solution, and you can cross check it that we have passed all the journal entries correct. Now you must be thinking that what are we providing to you in the crash courses? आप सोच रहे होगे कि अगर मैं क्रैश कोर्स लेता हूँ तो मुझे क्या क्या मिलेगा क्रैश कोर्स में. तो क्रैश कोर्सेज में आपको बहुत सारे बेनिफिट्स मिलते हैं. You will get full syllabus revision in live interactive classes. We will be conducting live classes in crash courses also. And all these classes will be recorded also. So that अगर आपको ये class दोबारा से देखनी है in future, then you will get the access to recorded classes also. Not only this, we will be also providing you notes for all the topics, so that you need not waste your time in making those notes. आपको रेडीमेड नोट्स भी मिलेंगे. एनपीओ इज कमिंग इन टर्म 2 मिलन. इट इज कमिंग बेटा फॉर 10 मार्क्स. सो यू विल ऑल्सो गेट नोट्स इन क्रैश कोर्सेज, and you can also ask doubts on Vedantu app. You can download our mobile app and you can ask all your doubts on the mobile app with this crash course. तो आपको कभी भी डाउट आता है, सुबह शाम रात, आप हमारी मोबाइल ऐप डाउनलोड करो एंड आस्क एवरी डाउट फ्रॉम योर टीचर, फ्रॉम मी. सो इतने सारे बेनिफिट्स मिल रहे हैं, फिर भी आप रोके पड़े हो. व्हाई? Go and take these courses at flat 10% discount, and we have amazing teachers for your accountancy. So here we have Neerav sir, who will be teaching you accountancy, who might be teaching you accountancy. So Neerav sir have more than 8 years of teaching experience. He had taught more than 8,000 students, and he also got thousands of students successfully cleared CA foundation exam. तो हजारों बच्चों ने नीरव सर से पढ़ के फाउंडेशन एग्जाम भी क्लियर करा है. देन वी हैव श्रीराज सर ऑल्सो. श्रीराज सर भी अकाउंटेंसी पढ़ाते हैं. He has more than 11 years of teaching experience. He had taught more than 10,000 students. इन्होंने 10,000 से ज्यादा बच्चों को पढ़ाया है. And he held also teacher training sessions for reputed institutions. इन्होंने टीचर्स को भी ट्रेनिंग दी है. And then we have your Sheetal Ma'am. So we have 3 teachers for you who might be teaching you accountancy. And with this, that's all for today, guys. आज के लिए इतना ही. We have completed the journal entries, the most important part of dissolution chapter. Now I request you all to please go through all the journal entries again. Otherwise, you will definitely forget these journal entries. तो अगर नहीं भूलना चाहते, पेपर में अच्छे मार्क्स लाने हैं तो रिवाइज कर लेना. और हमारे पास आपके लिए होमवर्क भी है. So this is your homework and you have to do this in your practice time. So practice makes a man perfect, and for that you have to practice these transactions. And in the next class we will be starting a new chapter, issue of debentures. So stay tuned for our next class that will be on Saturday at 7 p.m. Till then, if you have not joined us on our Telegram group, then do join us on Telegram so that you can get all the updates regarding our notes, regarding our sessions. And we have also provided the link in the description box. So you can check out the link in the description box for Telegram group and for the crash courses also. So let me show you that. This is description box and this is the hand emoji. तो जहाँ पे आपको हाथ का इमोजी दिखे वहीं पर आपको लिंक मिलेगा, स्पेशल अकाउंटेंसी क्रैश कोर्स फॉर क्लास 12. एंड व्हेन यू क्लिक ऑन द लिंक यू कम टू आवर वेबसाइट. तो जैसे आप हमारी वेबसाइट पे आ जाओगे, यू हैव टू स्क्रॉल डाउन एंड फ्रॉम हियर यू कैन चूज योर प्लान which is only available for 1350 Pro Lite and Pro Classic is available in 1800. So these are the prices for our accountancy crash course. अब दोनों के बीच में difference क्या है? There is a small difference. In Pro Lite, you can ask doubts during class only. But in Pro Classic, you can ask doubt on mobile app anytime. तो अगर आपको मोबाइल ऐप पे डाउट पूछने हैं, then go for Pro Classic. If you want to ask doubt only during the class, then you can enroll for Pro Lite. So visit the link quickly and enroll for these crash courses before your exams arrives. And if you guys are new to our channel और अगर अभी तक आपने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है, then please 1 मिनट लो और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो. Do subscribe our channel for more such live classes and do hit the like button and do share it. So like, share and subscribe. Now I'll see you all in the next class. तो अब आप लोगों से मिलेंगे अगली क्लास में. Till then, stay home, stay safe and take care of yourself. So thank you everyone. Thank you so much for watching this session. Now bye bye, good night, have sweet dreams and take care.